welcome back to my channel and to day 7 of our Christmas Advent box. And today I'm working with the kit called Christmas Time, well, the freebies from the kit called Christmas Time. And this is from Julie's Papercraft. And what I did was I brought out my watercolor paints, and these here I got from Dollarama. Very inexpensive. But if you're just playing with watercolors, you're not a professional, these are very nice. And I dropped it just before I was going to start working with it, and I cannot find this last color. It's somewhere on my floor, but I cannot find it. It's popped somewhere. So what I did was I took, and I hope you can see on here, I just took and lightly went over. I put gold in here, and I put a little bit of this bronze color in here, and on his buttons and his little jacket. So I just blinged them up a little bit. And with the tree, I did the gold, did this one here. And it just, I hope you can see it, because it just adds to it. And that's what Christmas is all about. Well, one of the things, decoration, is the bling and the golds and whatnot. And when I cut this out, I used these scissors here. I had high hopes of trimming my Yorkie, giving him his own cuts, and yeah, that didn't work. But these work really nice. They're no good for hair no more, because they're dull now. But anyway, so I thought what we would do is I would do this one with you. And I got this also from Dollarama in one of the watercolor paint kits. And it works really well. The only thing you got to remember with doing watercolor over these is keep it somewhat dry, not a lot of water, just a little bit. And as you can see, I just got my brush a little wet, and then I just take this one here fell right out of the the plastic case. So I'm just going to take and let's do the little berries. I'm just going to go over everything that's gold and just give it a little bit of, it doesn't, I don't know if it's looking like anything to you, if you can see what it's doing, but it is making it just really nice and pronounced and giving it that little bit of glimmer, shimmer. And if you can't see where you left off, that's okay, pick it up. And as you can see, this isn't going to take very long to dry, because it's just ever so lightly. And because it's watercolor, it doesn't take away, there you go, oh, isn't that pretty? It doesn't take away from the picture itself. It doesn't cover anything up. You still see what the original picture was. You're just highlighting the gold. And I'm not going to do the thickness of the ribbons. I'm just doing the smaller lines. Because you don't want to go overboard with everything. Well, maybe you do. I don't know. I'm not going to. But, and this will take very little time to dry, because we aren't using much. My eyes are kind of going, trying to focus on the small details. Oops, a little bit where I didn't want it, but that's okay. Let's see what we got there. A little bit right in here. outline this. And here. Like that. I'll go do this for one here. There we go. There we go. And that just, to me, gives it more of a vintage vibe. As you see, my printer was acting up when I printed this off. And I thought, well, you know what? That's not the way it's supposed to look. But it kind of gives to that vintage feel. So we're just going to get this out of the way. And I would put my lid on here, but I don't know what I did with it, so we'll put that over here. So we're going to let that dry. There's my lid. And let that dry. And I am going to put my glue over there. I put extra on the star there. It's got nice glitter to it. And stars definitely need glitter. I use those hairdresser scissors a lot. So if you ever go to the hairdresser and when those scissors get dull, they get rid of them. So if you ever find a hairdresser that's getting rid of them, grab them. Okay, so we're just going to put this right about here, I think. And I've put them in straight. And I'm not going to push that down too hard because I want to put my nutcracker in behind there. He's standing behind the tree. This is a very pretty kit. And December 17th is my turn to be in Terry's Crafty Christmas. Let's forget I said that. In her collaboration. There we go. That's what the words I'm looking for. The collaboration. And I will be working with Julie's Christmas time kit. So if you haven't checked out that collaboration yet, you should. There's a lot of very talented people creating with some beautiful, beautiful kits. Many choices there was. Okay, let me see. Is my tree sticking down? Let's just put a little. We don't want to lose the star on the tree because it is the star. And then if you wanted to, you could just take and give a little bit of highlights around. Sure you can. No, sure you can. That doesn't want to work. Let's do it this way. Maybe we'll put a little glow on there. Just a little glow. There. That's a little glow. Show that. There we go. Okay. And now this guy is dry. Now this you could put as a pocket. I'm not going to. I'm just going to glue it right down. Put enough glue, make sure you go around everything. There we go. Oop. And we're just gonna put that right in. I don't want it hanging over anywhere. There we go. There. Very nice. Okay, so now what I did was, this is one of the pieces in the page, the one page. As you can see, this is what I used, and I cut out this guy and I put some gold on there, so you know, with the watercolor, and I watercolored with the white on the specks here so you can see that. And then I made my own little gold string, but I want to put it in here like so. And that means I got to do something on this back to make it so that it's not just a white background, because some of it may be hanging over, so we'll just do that. Okay, so I'm going to glue this on first, and then I'm going to glue the strings on there. So I can use this glue for that. And we're just going to glue it right about like that. We're not going to leave that much hanging over, just like so. And there. There. And then I can adjust it up from that point. Okay. Then I'm going to get rid of this glue for now and get this glue out. And I think we're just going to, oops. Just going to do this, and I think we'll even let that hang down like that. I just put glue on my nose. Okay, so I'm just going to figure out where I want this. Now this dries clear glue, so it's all good. But this glue, I want to make sure that this sticks in place. So let's get that over like so. And then just smear that down a little bit, and a little teeny bit more. And we're going to, I had my, there we go. There. Okay, so with that a little closer there. I should have maybe put a longer strip. I don't know. This glue, once it dries, it will hold. And then while we're doing that, why don't we put the other, oops, put this piece on. Come on, glue, come on down. This bottle is just about empty, but there's still a little bit in there. And I was going to grab my tweezers, but can't find those either. Okay. That leaves room. I can put a little word in there too. I don't have, oh, I was looking for, oh, it's not the 25th of December. I was looking for something and I found a bunch of stamps. Okay, you don't want to sit down in there. Why don't you? Come on now. I think, oh, there we go. I think possibly I will run a little more glue off camera. Okay, I put this silly pin in here. Okay, I'm on pinhole. I should get one of those. I've seen a lot of the girls use those. What are they called? I'm not even sure what they're called. But it's a little holder, and you have a little squeeze. And apparently, they seal off. You don't need to do the pin thing, which would save me a lot of time. I'm gonna Google that. Actually, Natalie at Line Dot Arrow, her video yesterday or the day before about her monthly challenge. She explained that little gun press thing. I think it's called a glue press, I think, now that I think about it. So she was explaining it very well. I might have to put that, I could put that on my Christmas wish list. Is it in there? It is. Okay, there we go. Yay! There we go. I like that. And this will be ready for next year to fill up with little goodies. Yeah, I might give that just a little more glue. But you won't see me do it. Okay, let's make sure this time that we have lots. You would think I would have this down pat now as to how much I need. Okay, that should be plenty. So we're going to go 1, 2, and down here. And that is lots. So we're going to take this. Whoops, where's my scissors? We're going to take this, we're going to cut this one right here. And then that gives me my extra. Oops, yeah, I can see what I just did. Okay, well, you know what we're going to do? Okay, I know exactly what I'm going to do now. I have words and I have numbers, and I'm going to put that right over top of there, and then I don't got to worry about it coming loose no more. The easy part is this idea. The hard part is finding the perfect thing you want to put over top of it. I just want something small. Okay. Oh, my battery on my watch is low, very low. Okay. There we go. There we go. 1, 2, not right here. There we go. Oh, now see, that one's really low, but that's okay. I'm okay with that. Cut that off to there. And there we go. And then this is what I was talking about. I know I got little ones. What's this? What's this? I don't know, it's 25. I don't want 25 on there because it's not for Christmas yet. Well, not Christmas Day. Okay, I need a little one. Just a little one. Oh, what's that? Oh, that says 3, but that wouldn't work. Let's just do this. We'll do this one. And I'm just going to trim this a little bit because get some of that white off of there. Okay, and then we're just going to do that. I think that'll work just fine. And to make sure that everything stays, we're going to do the good glue. It doesn't take much of this glue. You really don't have to put a lot of glue on there at all. There we go. And we're just going to do that. And there we go. There. Okay, so there is day 7 all done. Thank you for joining me today, and we'll see you again tomorrow for day 8. Bye-bye.